As you can see by what's happening to the blinds in back of us, we're having an earthquake in Northern California, somewhere around the Sacramento region. We will still continue to bring the news to you, of course. Hopefully, there will be no bad news to tell. As a matter of fact, it's been a long time in coming. I don't like earthquakes. In San Francisco, the World Series pregame show was on the air. And suddenly, it was off the air. At an electronics store in San Mateo, a security camera recorded the quake as it happened. A Sacramento office building swayed as workers took cover.
We were up on 16, and the floor started to shake, and so we all just got underneath doorways, and pretty much that's what everybody on our whole floor did.
Jack Bassett grabbed his home video camera as water sloshed out of his backyard swimming pool. In Los Angeles, seismographs were recording the first shock waves, and a local newscaster was caught in mid-sentence.
Okay, right. We have just received word of a major earthquake.
We hope for good news.
We're still not entirely sure of the extent of this.
But the news only got worse.
911 emergency. Oh my God, we're having an earthquake. Wait a minute. Hold on. The upper deck of the Bay Bridge has collapsed on Oakland side. The upper deck of the Bay Bridge has collapsed. 911 emergency.
This is Roy Stearns in Live Copter 3 over San Francisco. What you're looking at is a picture we shot just a few minutes ago of the Oakland Bay Bridge. This is the portion that collapsed. Is about 150-foot section portion of the bridge right over the span that goes down into the water. This is right at the cantilever section, and this is the only part of the bridge that we saw collapsed.
It is now 5:15, Tuesday, 17th of October, 1989. Helicopters are in the area. Bridge is collapsed. 2 cars. No one is injured at this time. First to be on the scene.
Then, word of an even greater catastrophe. The Nimitz Freeway had collapsed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and there's a woman in there right now. She's trapped in there. We need a hydraulic jack to get her out of there. All right, here we go. That one. Give me that one. Look out, no, don't throw it.
Hold center. Watch your neck. All right, go back up, go.
What's going on in there? Sir, it's total chaos. It's terrible. It's terrible. There's a lot of people in there that's pent. Most of them, we got most of them out, but there's quite a few that's just no help.
Back across the bay, buildings in San Francisco's Marina District had crumbled. Ordinary people joined with police in searching for the victims.
Did you actually hear anybody? Or did you just hear something?
Anybody got any flashlights in their house? They might start. Does anybody have a flashlight? A flashlight!
We were standing over here. It lasted for about 8 seconds. And about 4 seconds into it, we turned around because we were going to run through the playground, and we saw this go, and it just quietly collapsed. It was so bizarre. It was just like a quiet crunch. It just crunched down. All of this damage that's happened, it just quietly crunched, like so eerie. It was so eerie.
Then a new fear, gas leaks. Police wanted everybody out. Back at Candlestick Park, confusion and uncertainty.
Creighton Sanders is at Candlestick. Creighton, it looks like it has been a scene of panic. What's going on there?
Panic is the right word. It was the most terrifying moment any of us have ever spent in our lives. It only lasted but a few moments.
There wasn't going to be any baseball that night.
I've lived here all my life, and it never scared me in an earthquake. That was the first one that scared me.
As fans headed home, the full extent of the disaster was now becoming apparent. For some, it was all too much to take.
911 emergency.
Oh my God, I don't seem like I can take much more.
Ma'am, I know. Just hang in there.
And then a new threat, fire. A A building in rubble in the Marina District had begun to burn. As night wore on, there were new reports of damage. And to the south of San Francisco, reports of bridges down, homes and businesses destroyed. Landslides had blocked major highways and huge cracks had opened up in the earth. San Francisco Airport was closed. The computers were knocked out. The car rental agencies were jammed. Planes were diverted to Sacramento. In the hours that followed, we saw the destructive force of nature at its worst. But we witnessed human bravery.
1 Jefferson Street.
2300 Francisco Street. These are homes that will be demolished. This is the red list.
Concern and compassion at its best.
You might feel a little cool. No, you're in your truck.
You heard me in the front side.
Your truck is upside down.
Man, they say it's always...
They are the images of disaster, the images of courage, the images of hope. We will never forget.